May I welcome you to Christmas morning!
Teacher leaves room. The class. When you are such a good general that you become overconfident and start making silly mistakes that eventually led to your fall. Napoleon suffering from success. Greek thinkers exists. Islamic scholars, well, I just wanna say that I'm a huge fan. The Dutch casually flooding their land when being invaded. Your tactics confuse and frighten me, sir. Pigs brought on islands by Spanish. Natives living on Caribbean islands. Lucius Gellius and Gnaeus Cornelius, when they saw Spartacus and his home is pissed. Bliat. Afghanistan, the destroyer of empires. Mongolia. Afghanistan. The French beheading the aristocracy during the revolution. Tamerlane erecting structures with the severed heads of the people he conquered. Okay, get in. No, I don't think I will. The United States and the USSR competing in the space race. France. The French launching a cat into space. The Gauls. Bro, why are there elephants in the Alps? How to invade Rome. English inventor. Scottish inventor. Barges into the Berlin Conference of 1894. Claims all of Africa. Recites a 400-year-old treaty from the Pope. Refuses to elaborate further. Leaves. Napoleon. The German states. I'm gonna clean you up. Victorian factory owners. Want more money? Victorian factory owners. Put orphans to work. An Israeli ship is approaching. Panic. It's okay, it's just a yacht. Calm. The yacht just sunk your flagship. Panic. They do a little bit of trolling. When you're a German soldier chilling at your post in Normandy and suddenly the sky starts singing Blood Upon the Risers. Oh Neptune. The Duke of a Fruit in 1688. The last successful invasion of England was in 1066. Napoleon returns from Elba. The rest of Europe gathered concern. Yeltsin ready to start nuclear war. Norway just launching a science rocket. He's upsetting the balance of power in Europe. The Franks every time the Muslim forces defeat another Crusader army, there is another. When Tsar Alexander II releases the serfs, but they still live in poverty. Why is no one having a good time? I specifically requested it. Ireland, we are finally independent. Aren't you going to join us, Northern Ireland? Northern Ireland. No, I don't think I will. Magellan circumnavigates the globe ending up in the Philippines and interacts with the friendly natives. Lapu-Lapu of Mactan, you picked the wrong house full. Roman legionaries when they heard elephants in the Alps. Pray. Arbitrary executions? You mean trolling the boys? The US crying about Pearl Harbor. France. Napoleon defeats Austria, makes them sign a peace treaty. Austria declares war again. Napoleon, we had a treaty. Austria. That was 4 days ago. 5 days ago. A little Wallachian prince boy taken by the Ottomans to ensure his father's behavior. Vlad the Impaler. Roman bureaucracy, corrupt. Roman currency, worthless. Roman army, small and weak. Plebs, impoverished. Plagues, hella. Barbarians, everywhere. Emperor Majorian, must save the empire. I'm a Confederate exile, you? Egyptian Muslim. Cool, we can be friends until this Habsburg guy becomes Emperor of Mexico. After that it gets difficult. Bronze Age civilizations. What the hell are you? Sea people. Death. Scientists. Islands locals are getting exposed to dangerous levels of radiation. We need to stop detonating nukes ASAP. US government. Yes, very sad. Anyway. Russian army. Russian railway system. Marco Polo leaving Venice to travel to China along the Silk Road. As they say in China, arrivederci. Marco Polo returning to Venice 24 years later. Much I have learned about Asia. Turn right to go left. Go west to get east. The Dutch Republic waiting for another power to challenge their monopoly on the spice trade. How Alexander wanted to be remembered. How historians remember him now. Napoleon looking down and seeing a harsh Russian winter topple the Romanov dynasty in 1917. My friend, you know the Garand was kind of stupid. The ping literally told people when they needed to reload. Me trying to calculate how a piece of metal hitting the ground is louder than gunfire. You are advised to submit without further delay, for if I bring my army into your land, I will destroy your farms, slay your people, and raise your city. If, okay, have it your way, then. Vikings at Lindisfarne. What motivated you to go out and raid our monastery? Hello, I like money. Beethoven. Tell me the truth. I'm ready to hear it. Napoleon. I'm emperor now. Aurelian. Spares Palmyra. Palmyra revolts again. Aurelian. You weren't supposed to do that. Confederate and Union armies. Confederate and Union paramilitary groups. Crisis of the 3rd century. Roman Empire. Aurelian. Hello. A telegram for Mexico? Mexico. Wanna invade the United States? Germany XOXO. Physicist in 1900. So are you a particle or wave? Light, perhaps. I'm going to allow federal level investigations into Nixon's possible crimes. Allow state level investigations? Pardon Nixon. Girl. Only interested in guys who only thinks big. Soviet engineers. You'll be remembered for flying the Apollo 11 command module, overseeing the building of the National Air and Space Museum. Sorry, who are you again? Genghis Khan. Offspring. Winter. Who is your favorite? Sweetie, I love you both equally. It's you, and by a lot. Revolt against the Germans in Warsaw. Wait for the Soviets to help. Wait for the Soviets to help. Britain gives part of Palestine to World War II refugees. Palestine. I have a bad feeling about this. The world in 1776. Using a normal scoring system. Using love. 15, 30, 40 game. When you conquered Hungary, your best friend is Greek, your navy commanded by an Albanian, your girl is Polish, your advisors are from Bosnia, your mom is from Crimea, your allies are French, and you are known as the Magnificent and the Lawgiver, Mr. Worldwide. The Confederacy and the Union before the American Civil War began, we can easily defeated the other side and send them running home in 1 month. Both sides win the first battle of the war is the bloodiest in American history up to that point. The United States seeing the USSR get bogged down in Afghanistan after they got bogged down in Vietnam. Pursue a career in the civil service like your father wanted or draw. The Siege of Leningrad. Bombing of Dresden. US thanking Pakistan for helping fight the Soviets. Pakistan using US aid to build nukes. Protestants in France. Catholics. Ottomans being a non-Christian country, but still intervening in 30 years war in the Protestant side and expanding their territories. Henry VIII asking if he can be granted a divorce so he can marry his side chick. Pope Clement VII. Get out of my church. Stalin. The war was won with British brains, American steel, and Russian blood. Every other member country in the Soviet Union. Am I a joke to you? France. Alright, Vietnam's your problem now, those guys pack a punch. The United States. 1955, 1959, 1964, 1968, 1973. Fine, behold how happy we look as a couple in this photo. That feeling when you're getting pretty sick of British presence in India. Just one more episode. Just one more page. Just one more peace. Just one more war with Ecuador. Wilhelm I being known as a lamb-making and emperor that didn't interfere in government politics after Bismarck till his death in 1888. Wilhelm I being known as the Prince of Grapeshot for firing cannons into revolutionaries in the 1848 revolution. Alfred Nobel turned around his fortune and became filthy rich in just a couple of decades. Well, I guess. His business was booming. Yeah. Girl. Yeah, I like Backstreet Boys. Jack the Ripper. Communism. Corrupt democratic leader. Athenian person in 620 BCE. Steals cabbage. The draconian law code. So you have chosen death. The loudest sounds on earth. Concert speakers. Fireworks. Gunfire. Blue whale. Space shuttle. M1 Garand ping. Whoops. I dropped my monster satellite that I use for my Magnum space program. Egyptians and cats. Jews and ideology of one god. Ancient Persia giving fire a unique place in its culture.
Subscribe.
So, if I were to subscribe to that proviso, would you be considered a customer?